Welcome to Piano Video Lessons Unit 5. In this lesson, we'll be learning piano chording, Level 1. You can click the info card at any time to come on over to pianovideolessons.com, where you'll find all of the units from beginner and beyond, as well as the PDFs that accompany each unit. All of the video lessons are free. Welcome to Piano Video Lessons Year 1 Unit 5. Today's lesson is Lesson 12 and Video 76 on YouTube, and it is part of the Piano Chording Level 1 standalone unit, or it's Unit 5 of Year 1. So today what we're just going to do is a quick lesson on arpeggios. So an arpeggio is the chord notes spread out over the piano, and it's like comes from the word harp. You can think of a arpeggio. And so when we play an arpeggio, we usually we can play it with two hands, but what we're going to try and do is get some of this going in with our left hand. It's pretty fancy. It's a lot of fun. You're going to have to practice this on its own for a bit. We're not going to learn a new song today. We're just going to learn this technique. So when we play an arpeggio, it's similar to our 1-5-8 pattern in that we need this note here, this 1, 5, and then 8. We need our finger 2 to play this middle note. And then when we play this, we're going to actually include the middle note of the triad. So this is just a little bit more work than we had before. So we could take this through all of our chords in a diatonic sense. So key of C, diatonic chords, no black keys here. We could do it in a different key. Let's do it in D major. So there's that black key in the middle. E minor, F sharp, minor, G major, A major, B minor. Here we have C sharp, diminished, and finishing back. So this is just your most basic arpeggio, and it's the triad note, the 3 notes of the triad, plus the root repeated. And so when you see I've written that in here, it's 1, 3, 5, 8. And the notes are G, if I was in G major, G, B, D, G. Now I can also bring this a little further. I can play the 1, 5, 8, and instead of playing that 3, I can change it to a 10. So I'm taking the B and I'm moving it to the top. Now this is a bit of a brain puzzle. So I'm going to have G, D, G, B. So my B is coming at the end. So you need to know what note you've skipped so that you can find it up here. If I was doing D major, I've skipped F sharp, so I'm going to cross up to F sharp. I'm crossing up to that black key that I've skipped. Same thing if I was doing A major, or if I was doing F minor. I have to look for which note I've skipped and find it up here. Alright, so that's another arpeggio pattern that we could play, the 1, 5, 8, 10. Now we can also take the first arpeggio pattern and just bring it back down. This one always reminds me of Oh Holy Night, because it's got that rocking back and forth kind of feeling. And so all of these are sort of building you up to a standard arpeggio, which is going to take us from all the way down here. We go G, B, D, G, crossing up to B, D. So we played them all the notes. 1, 3, 5, 8, 10, 12. G, B, D, G, B, D. It's just the same notes again, the G, B, D here and the G, B, D here. We're doing this fancy trick where we use our thumb to pull us up. Instead of playing the chord and hopping up, we'll get this sort of plopping effect where the note is heavy or there's a gap between. But if we use our thumb, we can just pivot over the thumb and keep going up to get all of those notes. So some of the pieces we've already learned, like the Skyboat song and All the Pretty Little Horses and Morning Has Broken and Pachelbel Canon, these would all be great pieces to try these patterns with. So let's give those a try. I'm going to just make a note on the side here what those patterns are. So one of them was the simple 1, 3, 5, 8. One of them was 1, 5, 8, 10. And then we had 1, 3, 5, 8, 5, 3, which is kind of like this one, just rocking back and forth. And then we had the full-on arpeggio, 1, 3, 5, 8, 10, 12. All right, so let's give that a go. And we're just going to flip on back. So here we have Morning Has Broken. This one has lots of long notes. So if we start off in key of G, I used this one right here. 1 3 1 3 5 8 5 3. Let's try it 1 5 8 10 12. 1 3 5 8 10 12. What do you think? The tricky thing about this one is it uses a lot of shifting quickly to the next root. So I wouldn't use it for the entire piece. I might start off with just my basic 1 5 8, and then I might do my 1 3 5 8, but here I might play the whole thing. That's pretty. Alright, so you get the idea how we can add it in with Morning Has Broken. And we've also got the Skyboat song. We did use the 1 5 8 already. But now let's try 1 3 5 8. And we could have 1 3 5 8 5 3. That's this one here. Let's go ahead and try this one, see what we think. I'm just going to play it on this really long note at the end. So I'll have from B minor. Sure. So you can experiment using all of these different patterns in all of the pieces that we've learned so far. So for Pachelbel Canon, you could play all of the notes on the way through here. You could continue on any piece of music that has a long note in it. You could add that arpeggiated pattern.
I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I'd love to hear from you. So please leave me a comment in the comments section or send me a note at pianovideolessons@gmail.com. And if you really like these lessons, perhaps you'd consider becoming a patron. See you soon.
Alright, in our next lesson, we're going to talk about inversions and voicings and learn the piece Early One Morning using these. So, you know, sometimes we're jumping around an awful lot, but in it using inverted chords or voicings, we don't have to move so far. We can cheat a little bit and get the chords closer in our hand position. So join me in lesson 13. Click the info card to come to pianovideolessons.com, and I'll see you in the next lesson.